amid the roar of bombs and gunfire during the two world wars. There exists a small corner of history that few notice: studio portraits of soldiers, where war momentarily stepped aside to make room for humor, even wit. Professor Christopher B. Steiner, an expert in art history and anthropology at Connecticut College, has collected and studied a number of such photographs. He spent years searching for, preserving, and analyzing images that might seem like mere soldierly pranks, yet hidden within them is an entire inner world of soldiers in wartime. Since the late 19th century, photography studios across Europe began using mock military props such as wooden airplanes, tanks, cars, cannons, or model trains for portrait sessions with soldiers dressed in full uniform. These soldiers proudly posed with these props, sometimes with expressions so overly serious that modern viewers can't help but smile. Some photos were clearly staged to be humorous, highlighting the absurdity of the props in contrast to the soldiers' solemn demeanor. Others, though formally posed, reveal the psychological irony of trying to impose order and dignity on a world unraveling in chaos, a human response to a brutal reality. Most of the subjects are German soldiers, but others come from France, Belgium, the United States, all of whom lived through the turbulent years of the 20th century's greatest wars. These photos were often sent home as small keepsakes, symbols of safety, hope, and proof that they were still alive amid the uncertainty of the battlefield. Behind the smile lies a longing for home. For the soldier, that brief photo session was a rare chance to express personality, humor, and camaraderie. In that moment before the camera, they could forget the lurking fear, the omnipresent threat of death, and physical pain. In an age without social media or phones, a single photo meant everything. A faint smile, an odd pose, a direct gaze into the lens, all served as a silent message to loved ones. I'm okay. I'm still holding on. We'll meet again. And for those at home, these images were priceless. They weren't just pictures of a son, a brother, or a husband in uniform. They were vessels of trust, love, and endless longing in an era without the internet or long-distance calls. A timeless meaning. Today, when we look back at these images, we see not only their silliness or charm, but also a deeply human slice of bloody history. They stand as proof that even during war, people sought to preserve their humanity through a photo, a ridiculous prop, or a small smile in the face of absurdity. Behind every frame is a story, a life, perhaps lost to war, perhaps miraculously returned. But each reminds us, war is not just about weapons and casualty counts. It's also about people trying to survive with humor and courage. More than art, more than a memento. These photos capture a moment when the soldier was not a warrior, but simply a human being. Some may have fallen, some may have made it home, but the photo, the smile, lives on. What do you think of these images? Leave a comment and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to discover more untold stories from history. Thank you, and see you in the next video.